Good morning, Boreda, and welcome to episode 4 of Singapore Breakfast. Can you believe we're on episode 4 already? Let's get into it. What an exciting night of action we had last night. We saw Great Britain take a bronze medal with Jack and Tony in the 3-metre synchro, and then straight after we saw Maisie and Lois take 5th place in the 10-metre synchro. Then over to the pool, we saw Ben Proud take 5th position in the men's 50 fly, and also we saw Ollie Morgan and Jimmy Guy both qualify for finals tonight. Now, if you are listening with earphones in, I would advise you to take them out. Today, we are joined by Katie Shanahan and Freya Anderson. Woo! Studio audience is going mental. Well, we are in Singapore. Are you enjoying it? How are you finding the heat? Because I'm dying. I'm constantly sweating.
It's not as bad as Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand's humidity was next level.
It was awful.
And I'm a very sweaty person. And I've been doing all right here.
Yeah.
Few hot flushes, but
it's
all
actually
right.
really not too bad because everywhere's airconned.
Yeah, it's nice.
So it's just like walking about in the streets and stuff, which
When you're outside, it is like walking around with a duvet on though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
literally.
at the pool in the prep area,
it's
kind of got
awful,
there's no
it's really,
walls, so it gets a bit hot. But they've got massive fans,
So it's all right.
So it's quite nice to stand in front of them.
Right, well, you were just talking about Thailand now. I did hear you made a vlog. Let's watch some.
Isn't she just stunning?
No, she's stunning.
Yeah, I was talking about myself actually.
Just getting that hat on. Big up.
The Yakult or have you got the GVM?
Gibber.
Gibber.
I've
couldn't.
I've not done my Yakults yet. Saving
What do you
them.
mean?
I'm saving them for.
Have you got Yakults with you?
Yeah, but I'm saving them.
You've not got any Yakults with you?
No, Yakult hats, you freak.
Oh, right.
Let's go see
It
Ben.
is the main man.
Hi Ben.
Morning.
Vlogging.
Oh, you vlogging?
Are you excited for the set?
Well, not as excited as you should be. You ready for it?
Question is Lucy ready for it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Get out of my face.
Alright guys, I'm off to do my 800 warm up.
You can watch all the girls' other vlogs on YouTube. Now, do you enjoy going to these countries? Like, we've been to Flagstaff, we've been to Thailand, very, very different climates. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah. I love it.
I was getting
Honestly, yeah.
when we were flying into Thailand, I was like getting emotional. I was like, oh, like swimming just brought me to Thailand. I don't know why. I think because when we were flying over and you can see all the islands in like the sea, I was like, oh, it's just so beautiful. And like we get to come here for swimming, and it's just crazy. Incredible. And when you think about where we've been this year as well,
It's mad.
Thailand, Singapore,
lucky.
Rome, London, where else? Flagstaff. Yeah, we've been all over the gaff. So yeah, it's crazy.
No, it's so good.
Well, talking about like climates and stuff, you both do train in Stirling, Scotland. One of the most
Big up.
absolutely, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, but it is quite cold, or can be. You both train in Stirling, obviously different events. How do you keep the team together up there? Like, how do you keep the vibe going?
I mean, I think we're all just like such a close-knit group, aren't we? That like everybody, like even though there's like loads of different events going on and stuff, but everyone like is just one team. I don't know. Like we all like do like train very similarly. I can't say that. So similarly.
Jet lag.
Similarly. But yeah, and also I think like the coaches have created such a good culture up there as well that we all just get on really well and we all want each other to do really well as well. So, and also now our Freya's joined as well. She's new to Stirling. So,
Are you enjoying it, Freya?
Yeah, I'm loving it. Like Katie said, the culture is like next to none, and then like we could have like 6 different sessions going on in one session, and like I don't know how the coaches juggle it, but they do, and I don't know, just everyone's interested in what each other's doing and like in a supportive way. So yeah, it's nothing like I've ever experienced before. It's ace.
How do you deal with that energy though when you're in winter time? Because it's like in Britain, the winters are dark, they're freezing cold, and like when I used to train, I used to come in. Sometimes I used to be the most negative person in the building. Like, how do you keep it up?
I guess it's hard, isn't it? I just always, it's more mental than physical at that point. Obviously, when it's hard and cold in the winter and you're coming in the dark and leaving in the dark, I think you just got to go within yourself and find something and find that spark and just think, what if everyone acted like that? What if everyone was negative and no one spoke in the morning? So maybe, if you set that tone of being bubbly or annoying, some might say, then it's infectious almost.
No, definitely. I like also as well at night when so in at Stirling there's like windows, and then I always like seeing how early it gets dark. Don't know why, I think that's quite cool. But like it's 10 to 5 and it's pitch black outside. Yeah, and just like every day I'm like, it's now 4:46 and it's dark. It's now 4:44 and it's dark. Yeah, that's just me though.
Does that work the other way around in spring as well? Going into
Yeah,
summer?
and
That's
it's like
better.
6 o'clock. It's like still like it's like,
Yeah. Now, obviously, in competition, the mindset completely changes. Everyone gets a bit more serious. I used to be so nervous. It can be quite a hard atmosphere, but I've been in many competitions with you both, and you always look over to you two and others, obviously, and it is kind of like you do definitely bring a better energy to the group, like, and it calms me down, because if I'm just sitting here talking about swimming or like thinking about swimming, thinking about my race, I'm like beside myself with nerves. But then I look over to you guys, you're chilled out, you're having a laugh, and I'm like, oh, it is all right, like I can chill out.
Yeah.
Is that important to you? Do you know that you're bringing that to the team?
No, not really. That's really nice of you to actually
Well, it's
say
true.
that. Thanks.
It's true.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I always think that like swimming is not that deep. It's literally just swimming. Like it's not the end of the world. If you swim bad, what's going to happen? Nothing. Like, do you know what I mean? And also, like, I feel like you should just take it all in. Like, there's not. Well, hopefully there'll be more like world championships, but let's be honest, like in your whole swimming lifetime, like you're probably only going to do like a handful, because obviously they're every 2 years, so it's like you just kind of got to like soak it all up, take it all in like in the moment while you can. Like I remember we were also speaking about this in the prep camp. I think it's like insane that we train like so much for like 2-minute race. It's literally insane. So I think just like just bringing that positivity and stuff, and like always being happy, and like it's just kind of important, I think, with the team, isn't
Get
it?
the balance.
Yeah.
Right. We can tip the scales though.
Yeah.
Maybe me more personally, I get a bit annoying, but
That's not a bad thing, though.
I know. Someone needs to be up there.
Absolutely.
Balances out. It's
Absolutely. Now, obviously, we've talked about your vlogs going around the world and stuff, and we all know that you have a very big presence on like TikTok. When I used to train, I used to think of anything other than swimming. Like, like especially in the long sessions, like just thinking about swimming all the time is just it drives me mental. When you're doing those longer sessions, are you thinking about training, or are you thinking about like, what am I going to do in my next TikTok video? Does that make sense?
We have that sometimes where
Yeah, we do.
like if we touch the wall, I've got this good idea,
Yeah,
this is all,
literally.
and then we never do it.
We literally never do it.
We need to like hold ourselves more accountable.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of that we just get inspired.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean?
And like this morning when we were singing this song, it's a bit inappropriate, so
Yeah.
we can't sing it right now. Sorry, guys. But and then like Johnny was in on it as well. So yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10, we don't think about swimming. We just think about other stuff probably. So
Yeah. Well, that's
I
probably
love a lot
better.
of singing. We
A
do
lot
love
of
a lot of
singing,
singing.
yeah.
Oh yeah. What we going
Freya's
for?
got some good pipes on her. No, she actually does, seriously.
Now, obviously, like, great chat, guys, but we've got a little game to play. We played it the other day with Eva and Harrod, and they were pretty honest. So we want to play a game of who's most likely to. We want brutal honesty.
Dum-dum.
All right? Dum-dum. Game show. Right, first one. Right. If it's you, go like that. If it's not, next person. Who is more likely... Who is more likely to make friends with the airport security because your baggage is over allowance?
Do you think? Yeah.
Do you think it is over allowance?
Yeah, mine's is always over. Always.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. But also, I feel like I could literally speak to anyone.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
speak to a wall about a tree. So yeah, I could probably.
I go for
Thanks.
Who is most likely to have a full-blown debate about the playlist? Because some people's music taste.
But you've got such a good playlist though.
Yeah, but
Like you have good music taste.
yeah, but do you remember on Altitude one time you like told me off for like what were we playing? I requested something at Altitude and Kate got upset at me.
What was
I
that?
can't remember. Maybe I can't remember who it was, and then we changed it immediately. Oh, it was The Weekend maybe.
Oh.
But I do like my music. But I tell you who's good on the playlist, Brad.
Yeah, Brad's really
He had
good
some
shit out.
good tunes on this morning actually.
Yeah.
So approved.
Right.
Approved.
Well, who's most likely to as well? Obviously, prep camp and competition usually are in different countries. I've definitely done this. Who's most likely to lose track of which country they're in and which currency they're using? Because I've done that.
I think we're pretty on the ball with that.
I think we are quite on the ball, yeah.
That's good. Is anyone on the team?
Abby would. Sorry, Abby, yeah. Honestly, bless her, like, she's got no sense of direction, does she? But yeah, sorry, I was absolutely iced her
tapping
there.
away on the Monzo, so...
Yeah, that's true. I just don't know, I know.
All the exchange rates, so...
Yeah.
Who's most likely to roast their coach in the group chat and then realise their coach is actually in the group chat?
Ooh. I think you, maybe.
You think?
I'd be too scared to roast. No, I wouldn't be too scared to roast him, to be honest. But
Oh,
I don't know.
What are we talking
I feel-
roasting?
yeah.
Is it nasty?
Yeah.
Are we...
I mean, that's up to you.
I feel like Duncan Scott would do that, though.
Yeah, he would.
He would 100% do that, and then he'd be like, oh, sorry, didn't realise you were here, or something.
He wouldn't care.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Kink.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming in to Singapore Breakfast this morning. I've already said it, but I really do mean it. Like, you bring such a light-hearted energy to the group, and it helps everyone. So thank you very much. We're looking forward to seeing you compete the rest of the week, and we're all behind you. Good
Come
luck.
on.
Enjoy.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Dan.
Dan.
Thank you.
So we've already had some swimming predictions, but now we talk to one of our diving experts about what we've got to look forward to coming up the rest of this week. Leon Taylor, the voice of diving. Thank you very much for joining us on Singapore Breakfast. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, but I would much rather be out where you are, where all the action's taking place. It's a little bit of the jealousy going on, to say the least, but pleased to see the action coming thick and fast.
Yeah, well, look, I went to see diving for the first time last night. I watched Yasmin in the 1 metre springboard final. I loved it. I've never seen it live before, but it is genuinely one of my favourite sports to watch on TV. I don't know how they fit so much in 1 metre. More than I can fit in 10, I can tell you that. Look, there's a few questions I want to ask you because you're a professional. You know the sport more than anyone. The first thing I want to ask is, it's the first year of the Olympic cycle, obviously. What do you think the team are doing now? Do you think they're looking ahead to LA already, or do you think they're taking it 1 year at a time?
Yeah, what a great question. I think the answer is both. What you'll find is, and this will be across all nations, there will be a shuffling of athletes. Naturally, after an Olympic cycle, there are people who step away, there are people who step away permanently, there are a few people who are injured, and so there's this kind of finding one's way as an individual and even as a team and as a nation. And what we're seeing from a Aquatics GB point of view is we've still got a few familiar names in there. So Jack Law, I think his first world champs was way back in 2011 out in Shanghai. So he's incredibly experienced, been medalled in all of the major championships, and then you've got many debutantes as well. So you've got lots of young athletes who are breaking into their first senior Olympic cycle. So there will be those with a longer term view, aspirations, dreams, those thinking, can I make it? And it's a lovely melting pot and a lot of change and a lot of newness, particularly for our GB divers.
Well, look, speaking of Jack Law, obviously Jack's been on the team for such a long time, and as you've just said, we have quite a few debutants on the team this year. How important do you think it is for those debutants going into this massive competition for the first time? We went to the pool yesterday. It's a big arena. How important do you think it is for them to have someone like Jack on the team? He's a really easy person to talk to. He's got great insight. He's helped me out a lot. Do you think he'll be great for the younger ones?
Yeah, without a doubt, there's a responsibility that comes as you move through your career. I certainly felt that as I moved through mine, where you're standing next to athletes who are very new to you because they're breaking through, they're making that transition that you made many years before. And I feel there's a great opportunity, and Jack is a great example, to be approachable, to be compassionate, to be encouraging, and to be there to support your team. And we've all got the opportunity to continue making sure that the light shines brightly on the Aquatics GB divers, which it has done for many cycles now. And of course, there's been some notable names stepping away recently. And so it's really important now that we still shine brightly. And Jack has that opportunity, as do others on the team. Grace Reed, of course, as well, in the women's side, has been to many world championships before, wealth of experience, and can share that with the newer members of the team. And you kind of step into put the kit on, and then you feel that sense of belonging and sense of pride.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about great opportunity, I was speaking to Yasmin and Scarlett earlier, and they were seeing this team this year is significantly bigger than it usually is. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because we've got 3 years until LA, we want to give as many divers the experience on this international stage before we get to the pinnacle?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there. At the moment, we've got to give as many opportunities as possible to the potential and the talent that we have in the squad. And of course, over time, things can change. There can be injuries, underperformances, things start to move. And so this mix and matching of potential synchro partnerships is so important, as we saw successfully in the lead up to Paris, where unfortunately Olympic champion Matty Lee had to step back with an injury, and Olympic champion Tom Daley was able to step in without an injury next to Noah Williams in order to make sure that there was someone in backup position. And so I believe that there is nothing more important than high level international competition as much as you can get, and that makes it more likely you're able to maintain performance under pressure when you are at a major championships like an Olympic Games. So yeah, very important that all of the members of the Aquatics GB diving squad have as much chance as possible to be in front of those international judges and get used to that intense competition.
They've got intense competition ahead, yeah, of course, and they've got so much, well, I guess it's all relative to the person, but they've got pressure at a competition like this. That's a given. But something I have noticed out here, I'm from a swimming background. I'm going into diving. I love the sport, as I've already said. But that diving team, that is a rock. Do you know? They are great teammates, but they are great friends outside and off the diving blocks as well. Like, it's exciting to see what they're going to do in the next 3 years. It's exciting to see what they're going to do in the next 6 days. I can't wait to watch it. I fell in love with diving all over again yesterday. But look, Leon, thank you very much for joining us on Singapore Breakfast. It's been great to have your insight, and I'm sure, like the rest of us here in Singapore and like the rest of us back home in the UK, you wish the divers all the very best.
Yeah, I'm going to be glued to the screens watching the action. Not live because I'll be asleep when most of it, but I'll be looking forward to joining you for the updates and then the closing highlights. So keep up the great work, Dan. Cheers.
I find it so interesting to talk to someone who's already been there, done that, and got the team kit. We've got so much to look forward to coming up. We've got the diving finals, we've got the swimming semi-finals and finals. And I'm personally looking forward to Ollie Morgan's 100-metre backstroke final. I think we could see some fireworks there. Now, you can catch us tomorrow right here on Singapore Breakfast, but also you can catch all of the exclusive highlights on the Cool Down Show, on the Aquatics GB YouTube channel, or on Eurovision Sport. See you there.